Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Dan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an NFL Week 11, might I say. Several shootouts, several games decided by either overtime or the final moments of regulation. NFL Week 11 did not disappoint, and I'm so excited, as we are, to unpack all of it with you. We ask, guys, that as you're coming in, please hit that thumbs up sign for us at any given moment. If there is 75 of you watching, if there is 300 of you watching, we need that like button to match. If at any point you notice that that is not the case, ruthlessly bully people in the live chat until it is done. All right, folks, we want to propel this out to the YouTube algorithm, so make sure you're doing your part and hit that thumbs up sign. TD, what up, man? Victory Monday for you, bro.
I'm used to that now, Dan. It's just what
used to it, man.
That's what we do, man. But no, man, beautiful day. So many storylines to talk about. There's a lot of storylines. It's also a lot to talk about, the real teams versus pretenders. All of that is so much to get into. I'm excited about this week because we get to talk about it all right here on Fourth and Forever. Let's go, baby.
Let's get into it. Richie, what's going on, man? How's life?
What's going on, man? It feels good. We're live here on a Monday, November 17th. It's great times, man. And I'm not going to lie, I love when the Jets play on Thursday. Like yesterday, I actually got to enjoy football and not having to work. And I get to just enjoy red zone and not stress and just kick my feet up, hang out with my boys and watch football. You know, like as a creator, I kind of lost that. Yeah. You know, like just watching ball on Sunday and not having to worry about creating content, not having to worry about your own team stressing you out. So I had a great day yesterday enjoying football from 9:30 a.m. all the way to at midnight after Sunday night. So excited to be here on Fourth and Forever. As always, hit that thumbs up button, folks. We appreciate it. Let's get into some overreactions here on this Monday.
Let's indeed get into some overreactions. But first, guys, we need to give a giant shout out to a brand new partner on the show. And that just so happens to be Vitamin Energy. Oh, right now, Vitamin Energy is in over 2,400 stores. I particularly love the pre-workout-esque, the nootropic-esque shots that really help you out and put a healthy lifestyle at the absolute priority in your life. Guys, if you go to vitaminenergy.com, link is in bio. We highly recommend you go check out the ultimate variety pack where you can ultimately end up trying each and every single one of their flavors. Several of them have a bunch of different benefits, such as vitamin efficiencies, energy, you name it, man. Vitamin Energy is indeed a game changer, guys. Go on ahead and use both of our codes, either of them, Roundtable 15, and a code you don't see, and I'm only giving it to you who are listening right now, is BOGO Roundtable for buy one, get one free. I'm talking energy, I'm talking vitamins, all over the place. Shout out to Vitamin Energy for being a proud partner of today's show.
And we're really excited to announce this partnership, folks. As you guys know, you guys watch this show every single day, and getting new sponsors like this is a big deal for what we're building here at Roundtable Sports. And we're really excited to officially announce the Fourth and Forever and AFC East partnership of Vitamin Energy. So go check them out. Use our code BOGO Roundtable. Get some energy in your system and enjoy it with a buy one, get one free. All the details are in the description, man. So big congratulations to us here at Fourth and Forever. So for locking down this brand new sponsorship.
A lock indeed. But you know what, man?
It's the BOGO code, okay? BOGO Roundtable.
And to buy one, get one free, and or say for example, you come across one of them, grab one while you're doing your daily grocery shopping. Let's go ahead and move on to a couple of games. And you know what? I really just want to focus on some of the exciting games. And it's funny I say that because there were a lot of exciting games, all right, that we witnessed on NFL Week 11. But the first one that I would like to chop up with you guys is the romping from the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the LA Chargers. Poor Justin Herbert, dude. I read something prior to this game where before week 11, Justin Herbert experienced more pressures than the top defensive line in the NFL generated. And that was on full display. Like, I am very much concerned for this LA Chargers team where even average pass rushes are going to get to Herbert by itself. But then again, with Jacksonville, they ended up putting an absolute romping on this team. While Houston is creeping up on their heels, they got a much-needed win. TD, thoughts on the Jacksonville Jaguars and the LA Chargers game?
Impressive win by the Jags. Let's start there. I'm not a true believer in the Jags because I'm not a true believer in Trevor Lawrence. But what I tell you is they showed up and they showed out. They did their thing in this game. Now, Trevor Lawrence wasn't absolutely exceptional in this game. Let's just be honest here. He had 153 yards and did turn the ball over, 1 touchdown. So it really wasn't that. It was really the defense. The defensive side of the football really made some plays in this one, created pressure all day, got up and at this team. And whenever I transfer over to the Chargers, when you really think about what happened with them, I'm not going to panic yet, but shame on them. Shame on them, and sorry, Harbaugh, this is not in your wheelhouse. This is something that I'm not used to. It's one thing to lose, but you got blown out, and not just blown out, you got manhandled. And that's not reminiscent of what Harbaugh brings to the table. And that's why this was so offsetting to me. But it was so offsetting that it's almost like you got to say, chuck that one to the game. Let's get on to the next one, and let's see if a trend starts to occur. So based off of the injuries we know they have, we're not going to give them an excuse because they showed up last week despite the injuries and got the job done. But to get blown out that way, regardless of the O-line, regardless of the pressures, Herbert got to step up and play better in moments like that, and the Chargers got to be better because Denver has widened the lead. And that's real telling in that division right now. So hey, I think that the Chargers really did blow a golden opportunity right there unless they get it together now. But they were right there on Denver's heels, and they just allowed that gap to get wider. Same with Kansas City. So not a panic, but it is a bad showing, and they need to correct it right away.
So what do you got on this, Richie?
Yeah, I mean, I actually predicted the Jaguars to win this game. I went on a limb and picked the Jaguars to pull off the upset at home. I felt like the Chargers traveling across the country with their offensive line issues. It's not really anything about Trevor Lawrence, but I think that the Jaguars have proven that they're not a bad team. Like, they're not one of those teams that you can just discredit. You know, they fumbled against the Texans last minute 2 weeks ago. I think the Jaguars have a chance to make the wild card if they continue this. And they win in very unique ways. They dominated. They deserve the credit. And I think Liam Cohn deserves a lot of credit, the way that he's coaching that football team in his first season. So big shout out to the Jaguars. Big win for them. And, you know, the Chargers, we'll see if they're going to be able to get through these types of adversity. But at the end of the day, only time will tell. But the offensive line issues are an obvious big one. But I just never really believed in the Chargers much. You know, Justin Herbert, can he be able to overcome the situation around him? And only time will tell.
Yeah, but
I think you need to see some more consistency from this defense, because what made this team so good last year was their defense. So you need a bit more consistency on that end to be an insurance policy, because you know that Justin Herbert's going to be running for his life for the rest of the season. I think, unfortunately, this is going to be another year, and that's even if LA does make the playoffs at this point. We're going to get to the Chiefs and the Broncos game here shortly, but it's not a recipe for sustainability. Even if they do, I think this really smells like another one and done in the playoffs. Say that they are able to finesse their way in.
Yeah,
it's my thought on the damn
super chats.
Man. Let's talk about it, man. For the Pats being number one in the AFC, going against New York Jets with rookies on, off, and
that
defense.
was from last week.
It was. Because of Shador's attitude and his father's leading up to the draft, he deserves all this criticism. Next time, don't be cocky. Don't have Deion say, I'll dictate where he goes. Shadur is a Nepo, baby. Oh, interesting. Very interesting take.
Well, I cannot wait for TD to be like Josina Anderson any second when he gets his opportunity.
And a great a great segue because Cleveland Browns fans got what they wished for. All right. Dillon Gabriel ultimately ended up going down with an injury, and you got your first taste of Shadur Sanders. Right now, it's interesting for me because I do acknowledge the fact, right, that this was his first case of NFL action. I do acknowledge he didn't really get a lot of criticism, or he didn't really get a lot of practice reps with the first team, but talk about underwhelming. Talk about underwhelming. It's funny, like when you look at the two quarterbacks, because you can acknowledge that Dillon Gabriel, and many Cleveland Browns fans like, oh, well, Gabriel, he's awful, right? But they never mention the supporting cast, right? Like, oh my God, he sucks, man, whatever. Don't worry about the supporting cast. But then you'll notice that the trend shift when Shadur Sanders ended up taking over, and then it was all about the supporting cast. So I'm interested to see what he does when he ends up getting reps with the first team. Maybe he looks a lot better if he gets an opportunity next week. I'm not even sure who they're playing. But Richie, thoughts on the first taste of Shadur Sanders? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, what a unique scenario that's going on with the Browns. I mean, the Dillon Gabriel situation, and then every fan in the Cleveland Browns organization is waiting for him to get his opportunity. He gets his opportunity in a TD doesn't want to be here for the segment.
He said, screw Shadur Sanders.
All right, guys, I'm out of here when we talk about Seahawks Rams then, if that's how TD wants to do it.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, all jokes aside, listen, man, I'm not going to just say Shadur is exactly who he was last night, and that's who he's going to be. He's a bust and everything. You know, I got to give him his first start where he has an actual week to prepare as a starter, be with first team reps, and get his opportunity. But obviously, that's not a good look, the way he performed out there, Shadur Sanders. But I'm, again, not going to look at that game and just pigeonhole him in the corner. TD, why are you dipping at this topic?
No, my second monitor just blacked out on me. So
Yeah. My second monitor is going to black out too when we talk about the Seahawks-Rams game. But listen, yours just did because we're talking about your guy, Shadur Sanders. So,
well, it has nothing to do with that, Richard.
No, yeah. Go ahead. But all jokes aside, I think that Shadur Sanders, you know, the media is going to blow this up out of proportion. He's one of those polarizing figures in the NFL that if he's bad, it's going to be explosive. If he's good, it's going to be explosive either way. So he's bad in his first game, wasn't the starter, 4 of 16 passing, or maybe even worse. Not a great start, but I'm hopeful. I'm excited to see what he looks like in a start where he can actually get an opportunity to play. But I don't know if you guys saw Josina Anderson on X. Did anybody see what she was saying?
No.
Oh, goodness.
It sort of reminded me. So it sort of reminded me of that one TikTok you shared about
Dillon
so
Gabriel?
what was the who you said?
Dillon Gabriel?
Yeah, with Dillon Gabriel, like with that one kid that was just like, yeah, most definitely. He threw the pick at the absolute perfect time right there. Like that was the energy I got from her with that take yesterday.
She was like, you talk about defending Shadur. That was probably one of the coolest moments of Twitter history in the NFL, watching Josina Anderson try to, and she's great. I love her work, but it was funny to see her defend Shadur that way.
No. Like
against all odds. And he's like a 3-yard pass.
Yes, dude, that didn't even convert.
Against all odds, Shadur Sanders.
That didn't even. Oh my God.
But
goodness
I can't wait
gracious.
to echo everything she said, though. So go ahead, TD.
Go ahead.
I don't know why you look at me that way, Richie. I just snowball and I tell the truth when I see it, okay? So in regards to Shadur Sanders' debut yesterday, before we even get into that, what did I tell y'all 2 weeks ago when we asked ourselves when
was he going to start?
His chance? I told y'all it would be Baltimore in the second half. And I told y'all I don't even know if Dillon Gabriel will survive that game. Did I say that or no?
Yeah, you did.
Those are my exact words. I said,
I can confirm it.
And I said, when Shadur gets in the game, he probably ain't going to do no better. Baltimore's still going to win the game. I also picked Baltimore to win this game, regardless of which quarterback was playing. It really didn't matter. They're on fire. They're going for something. That 5-5 looks scary right now for Baltimore. They came, they brought the pressure, they brought the heat all game, and they were about war. And another great game by Myles Garrett, by the way. But when we talk about Shadur Sanders getting in the game, this is the part. This is the part that really sucks because a lot of people, they just won't analyze the situation and circumstance fairly because it's him, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I'm going to be honest, transparent, and hopefully fair here when I talk about Shadur. Anybody who wants to mention what he has around him right now, just stop. Stop. Don't mention what he has around him. It's the same thing Dylan Gabriel's had. It's the same thing Deshaun Watson had. What you want to gauge is how well each of these guys play with what's around them to determine who's better than who, okay? As far as his performance, I really can care less. It was really about getting him on the field, in which he's also not even guaranteed to get on the field this week coming up if Dylan Gabriel passes protocol. But if Dylan Gabriel doesn't pass protocol with the way the NFL has been recently a little more strict on it, we shall see. You want to judge Shadur Sanders next week. When he gets some first team reps, I don't care that he didn't have training camp with the first. I don't care that all year he hadn't had with the first. Even if he gets first team reps this week, then, it's only 1 week. It doesn't matter. You're going to get 3 days to work out with the number one unit if Dylan Gabriel's still in the protocol, and we will judge your performance and your chemistry with those guys next week versus the Raiders. And lucky you got an easier opponent in the Raiders. So we'll judge Shadur Sanders next week. Now, if I am to judge his game that he just had, if I was to grade it, I would give it a C- if I'm adding context. If I'm being just this random fan, I'm going to say, D. It was a D- or F. I'm just putting it into context. I went back and I studied the film of every throw that he had. The man threw the ball, I believe, what was it, 14 times? I forgot how many.
He was 4 for 12.
4 for 12, okay?
No, he was not 4 for 12. He was 4 for 16.
4 for 16.
4 for 16.
I don't know why I said 14. So 4 for 16, but regardless, here's what I counted. When I went back and I looked at it, 12 passes hit his receiver's hands.
Oh my.
No. Richie, 12 passes hit his receiver's hands. And the difference between Shadur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel, what I keep explaining to y'all, do y'all need to go watch Dylan Gabriel's passes? They're nowhere even near the receiver. Shadur Sanders had one pass that was nowhere near the receiver, and that was the interception. Bad interception while getting rocked. It's a good thing he got up, showing his durability. Terrible throw, terrible read, terrible everything. Threw the pick. Shame on him. Everything else hit his almost everything else hit his receiver's hands.
So what about the shot into the end zone?
You mean where the guy?
He had a guy open and he sailed it into the crowd.
That was another one. But remember,
that he just didn't want to bring up.
We're looking at it. No. We're looking at intangibles, right?
Every throw hit their hands, Didi. Every single one.
I didn't say everyone. I said 12. If you go back and count, you'll see, Richie. We've seen Shadur make that exact same throw in preseason. He was off on this one. No, did we not? When he got in on preseason, that exact same throw, escaping the pocket.
Preseason.
Off platform.
Keyword.
No. The key word here, Richie, is we've seen him do it.
And the interception he threw?
Didn't see, Richie, you're not even listening in this conversation. Did you just hear me talk about how terrible the interception was?
Yeah.
I just
want to hear you say it again. That's all.
But I actually pay attention to what people judge him on in this game. They say, well, the pocket awareness, he can't determine where his blitzes are coming from. It's the absolute furthest thing from the truth. I'm literally sitting there watching Baltimore send corner blitzes where the corner is aligned and never goes after the quarterback until after the ball is snapped. I'm also seeing on those blitzes Shadur Sanders recognizing the blitz and wanting to hit his hot right away on the blitz, but the plays don't have hots on them. They literally, all the guys' backs are still turned. Right whenever he's trying to go to, right where it's supposed to go, the receiver's supposed to sit down. But I don't want to make this about anybody else. Shadur Sanders did not have a great showing in his opening game in the second half. I don't care. And you want to know why I don't care? Did we not watch the entire NFL on Sunday, the quarterback play? It happens. What you watch out for is a trend of constant play like that. That's what you look for. Anybody that want to be fair this morning about Sam Darnold, about everybody, is there a trend? And that's the problem that people have in the infatuation with Shadur in a negative way. They will make 16 throws become the trend of who he is, which is the craziest thing ever. Just like I'm probably going to shock Richie on my Sam Darnold take. But at the same token, he got his first little piece of action. You saw that beautiful pass over the middle when he had protection. You saw some things that you can be proud of in that game. But overall, you got to grow from here. I only care about what he puts on that field next week after getting reps with the ones, and you done shook off the rust of just sitting on that bench for over a year now, not playing football in a real meaningful game. So overall, Browns still should have won that game. Stefanski should have been throwing the football even earlier in the game. He fell so much in love with the run because the run carried the first half. The run did everything. I don't know what Baltimore was doing. They were running the ball on Baltimore. But Baltimore came out after halftime and said no more. They couldn't run the ball anymore. And that's why they had that success and they jumped out early. They were able to run the ball very well in that first half. So that's my take on it. I don't have nothing good or bad to say about Shadur's debut. It was really about him getting on the field, get your feet wet. Now let's judge him next week.
Did you just say you don't have much to say about the debut? You just talked for 10 minutes. You have a lot.
I don't have anything great or bad to say. I'm not raving about anything he did, and he did some things that was good. I'm not complaining about anything bad he did, and he did some things bad. It's his first go at it.
So I want to shift over to the Ravens as well, because right now, so the Baltimore Ravens have improved to 5-5. They
soon to be 5-6.
They are 4-1 in their last 5. Who do they play, Rich? The Jets. And the Jets. All right. So 6-5 is on the way. It's pretty clear that this defense is back. And so I would say I do think that after a slow start, I think that they're the Baltimore Ravens defense of old. I think my question now becomes, right, do they win the AFC North? That's the question. We've seen Cincinnati drop to 3-7, right? We see the Cleveland Browns are obviously not a threat. And the Pittsburgh Steelers ended up winning a pretty big one this previous Sunday. But now it looks like Aaron Rodgers may be out for a couple of weeks.
Still waiting on
non-throwing hand.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. So
it's a fracture though. It's like
it'll be fine. They're gonna
yeah. So it's a fracture, and so one thing I can say is like, don't sleep on Mason Rudolph either. Like, he's been able to run this offense pretty well historically. I mean, he has, right? Like he has experience being and so he has experience, of course, like being the starter here. So do you see this Baltimore Ravens team stealing it from Pittsburgh eventually, or what are your thoughts on that, TD?
That's a great question, Dan, because
this
was Saturday. I would have said no. But Richie got me thinking with this wrist. You can usually bandage it up, but you do have to protect the ball, and teams are gonna try to. You go out there and play, they're going to try to make sure that they aggravate the heck out of that hand. So he might be sitting 3 to 4 weeks, potentially. Baltimore going to win the division. I can't believe
I think they're going to.
Baltimore about to come back and win the division, man.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that, but hey, man, I mean, that could be a conversation too. But they're gonna win the division, Dan. I'm gonna give it to them now. The Steelers are going to have to come out and actually shock us and win some games without them because the schedule's not easy for none of those teams, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. So in case you're wondering, so the Steelers' next 6 matchups are the Bears, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns. And then I think there's one more, excuse me. And last game is Steelers again. So Steelers are playing the Bears, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, and Ravens. Ravens remaining schedule. Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Green Bay Packers, Steelers. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Ravens got it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I said a few weeks ago, my bold take was Baltimore's running the table since Lamar got back. So I still stand on that. I said there's a chance they lose one, which is coming up. Tyrod Taylor magic incoming. But I think that Baltimore is going to win that division. They're going to run the table and be a team that is going to be at home in the playoffs. You know, you got the brand new version of the Patriots winning their division. Sorry, Dan. You got the brand new version of the Colts winning their division. Sorry, Ruben. You got and Dalton. And you got the brand new version of the Broncos. And that's not brand new. They made the playoffs last year. But the reason why I say that is those are the teams, you know, the Chiefs win the AFC West every year in recent memory. They're not winning the division no more. Bills win the division 5 straight years. Sorry, Dan. It's not ruled out. I'll give you that. You never know. And now you got the Colts winning their division. When's the last time they won their division? So a lot of change happening in the AFC, but the Baltimore Ravens seem like they're going to restore their destiny at the top of their division.
And we knew they were going to win, but that 5-5 looked different today. It looked different. It looked stronger.
Yeah.
Well, let's add context to why they're 5-5. You know, their quarterback was injured.
Yeah. True.
So, you know, it's not like Lamar's been healthy all season. They struggled.
Well, it kind of set the tone because they did struggle at first, remember? I mean, they lost.
Not really.
Remember they lost to that bad team, Buffalo or whatever? So it was
like they were great in that game. They just had a fluke comeback.
So the Buffalo Bills are 4-1 against teams that are over 500. By the way,
stop, Dan.
500 or above.
Right now.
You ain't beat nobody.
4-1.
You can't say that.
4-1 against teams 500 or above.
I don't know. We've got to also you can't rule out the Miami Dolphins running the table either. Ooh, look at TD. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, purgatory.
Yeah, like Wendy ain't gonna bring up the real topic, man.
That's tonight.
Those Miami Dolphins, man. We're gonna talk about that. All right.
Behind Baltimore, the team y'all say gonna win the division and go to the Super Bowl.
I don't know, man. Chris Greer, undefeated since. He's gone. Maybe he's the problem.
Indeed. All right. So the game that I'm sure Richie wanted to avoid. It's the Seahawks and the LA Rams. 21-18, right? Although that Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions, no touchdowns, 279 yards. His team was still technically in position to win it at the end. Yeah,
they were.
Then Myers missed to win it in the end, minus a missed 61-yard field goal attempts. Richie, thoughts on this one? Thoughts on your boy Sam Darnold versus the LA Rams? Go off, man. Talk to him.
I mean, this was the game. It really was the game to see where the NFC West is going to go. I still believe that it's going to come down to, and don't sleep on the Niners now either with Brock Purdy returning, but this division is red hot. And the Cardinals, they're starting playing better football with Brissett, but they're not going to make any noise and make any playoffs or anything. But this game, man, like Sam Darnold, in my opinion, you can win because of Sam Darnold, but you can also lose because of Sam. And that's a big problem. So I think he needs to figure out a way to not be the reason why they lose games. Like when he goes out there and dominates, which he's done multiple times this season, he's completely unlocked to a new level that we're seeing, but he's relapsed. And I think, the problem with Sam in this game that I saw was allowing one mistake compound into multiple. And I think that is a big problem. And when you are turnover prone, that's an issue. 4 interceptions is absolutely inexcusable. But the fact that the Seahawks outside of the quarterback position were in a position to win the football game when your quarterback turns the ball over 4 times still, that really shows you the type of team that they have. And like, they were competitive. They were still in the game. Sam did move the ball down the field to put them in positions down the end of the game. The run game was clicking. Their defense held them in check. The LA Rams offense is really fantastic. Kyra Williams is a stud. Devontae Adams, I don't know if he continues to lead the NFL in receiving touchdowns, but he's up there, I believe. Matthew Stafford, I think, is probably the front runner right there with Drake May to win the MVP. So really good game, terrible game for Sam. This was a game for him to really show the world who he is in a big moment, and he fumbled. And I think now the question is he going to use that as a learning experience? Is he going to bounce back? Because he does have some more tests coming up at the end of the season. I still have the Seahawks making the playoffs. So the question is, what does Sam look like when the lights get even brighter in bigger moments? But this was devastating for him because he was in the MVP race. Now he's no longer in the conversation. No MVP has a game like that. So the question is, how does he respond? And obviously, people are not going to take Sam seriously because he did not step up in a big moment. And that was the moment for him to show who he was. And that's the reality of it. So let's see if he learns from it or not. But also want to give all the credit in the world to the Rams, bro, because I really think that like they may be the best team in the NFC that I don't think people are really talking about.
The Rams,
especially after that Sunday night game between the Lions and Eagles.
So going into this game, I kind of knew that Sam Darnold was going to struggle against this defense because when you look at the 2 defenses in which that he struggled with the most last year, almost a carbon copy, based off of how Dan Quinn based off of how so the Week 18 matchup versus the Detroit Lions, and then following that rematch once again, you can tell that there's a certain defensive scheme that Sam Darnold struggled with, and I kind of figured that was going to be the issue. They're very good in coverage. They're very good at getting to the quarterback. They ultimately did end up taking away his first read for the most part, hence why I think that there were so much struggles. I think that this may have somewhat of a path of being a preview to the NFC Championship. I could certainly see Seattle winning their next, matchup, but thoughts on the game, TD? Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not going to give X's and O's of this game because here's the reality. These are 2 darn good teams. These are 2 good teams. And I have a newfound respect for the Seattle Seahawks. For your quarterback to throw 4 interceptions and you hold the other team, a well-seasoned team, to 21, that's phenomenal. Like, these defenses are humming. And the offense, and that's not act like this is a Sam thing. I mean, Stafford didn't have a great day. I mean, Stafford struggled like 50% completion, like 130 yards or something like that.
2 good defenses.
2 good defenses, man. And let me say this, because I know a lot of people want to hear my take on Sam because I got inboxes. Oh, TD, you were right. No. What happened yesterday isn't a justification to me being right whatsoever. Let me explain something to y'all. And I'm starting to have a shift myself in quarterback play because I'm starting to realize here's how you need to break down evaluating quarterbacks. First, every quarterback needs to get over this first huddle, right? Can you throw the football?
Justin Fields can.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's where it starts, right?
And when I say, can you throw the football, can you do it consistently enough on target to wide open guys? Like just distribute like Tua. Ooh, cooking.
Yeah, good example.
I'm saying, like, no, real talk, like Tua when he's cooking, right? Wide open guys,
no, he can.
Passes, intermediate, deliver the football. Sam Darnold delivering the football. Baker Mayfield delivering the football. These are guys that can deliver the football. That's the first hurdle. We always knew Sam Darnold. Well, no, excuse me. Let me back up. We didn't always know Sam Darnold could do that. What Sam Darnold proved last year and already this year is, don't call me a scrub. I can do the basics. I can throw the football. A lot of these guys can't, but I can actually throw it consistently. Now, when I start talking about if you're good enough not to be good enough, if you're great, elite, and all of that, now we're getting into the second stage of quarterback play. Processing the field real time and a subcategory processing while under pressure. And this is where I always knew Sam missed the mark. But here's what I will say. Sam isn't there yet. But when has he gotten to this point to where he can get comfortable and really develop that part of his game? For the last year and a half, I feel like it was just about showing I could sling this rock and help my team and deliver the football, especially if I got a great team around me. Now his next level of development is processing with that. And there's going to be times where he doesn't. Like yesterday, he struggled. I'm going to go nuclear on him for one struggle. This isn't a trend. Now, it's a greater trend going to last year against great teams. That just means he struggled at processing. But that doesn't mean he can't get better, because remember, just like these rookies, just like these sophomores and juniors in this league, third-year guys, they're still learning how to process. If you really want to be honest, Sam is a 8-year, 7-year quarterback, but a processor, a year and a half. So he still has an opportunity to develop that piece of his game. So I'm not writing Sam off. Terrible game. But tell me what quarterback in the NFL ain't had one this year yet. Has he had a game?
I say everyone's had an awful game. I say everyone's had an awful game.
Now, if he had 3 of those, and that was terrible. If he had 3 of those, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. There go to old Sam. But this is his first one. It ain't no need to panic. And then to know you have a defense that keeps you in the game regardless, it probably will help his confidence, because he'll keep taking risks and chances and starting to develop what he can do and what he can't do within his process. And so everybody want to jump on Sam. If you're a Seahawks fan, shame on you if you are jumping on him right now. This is the first piece of evidence of terrible play. Yeah, he done had a bad game or two before this year, but this is the first terrible game. Herbert, terrible game. I mean, a lot of guys out here this weekend, terrible games, and we know that their skill level is legit.
And there's some on the other side that had career games. Bryce Young.
Yeah, like
Bryce Young, dude.
Like,
yeah, and Josh Allen. Like, whoa, where'd that come from, Josh?
Not that, but like, I thought the first half the old Josh Allen was back. He was coughing the ball up. I'm like, there we go. That's the guy I know.
Dude, you know what, man? Dude, you know what? Like, I was getting a lot of flack on Twitter for like calling Josh Allen out for being the problem with the offense like so far this year, but like not making like quality decisions. And then at the beginning of the game over in Tampa Bay, like that was a gross interception. I was like, holy shit. Like this is 2019.
Yeah.
Like this is like rookie Josh Allen type stuff. But some like even when he had 3 touchdowns on the game, like I was still thinking, I was like, this might be one of the worst 3 touchdown performances I've ever seen from a quarterback ever. But then like he adds another 3. I was just like, I can't shit on the guy, man. He scored 6 touchdowns out of the way, you know? So I mean, look, like say that we need to get back to roller coaster Josh Allen every now and again and keep defenses guessing.
I mean, we'll get into the Bills tonight, but the one thing I'll just say about that is the Buffalo Bills run through Josh Allen. I think the Bills are one of the only teams in the NFL that their quarterback makes or breaks their success. Without Josh Allen having a game like that, they would have lost. And like, it's just that simple. Like he needs to put on the cape. And there's not a lot of teams out there like that have a quarterback like that are so dependent on being MVP level.
Sort of how I look at it is this. Say that you come against a solid run defense, then you need a Josh Allen roller coaster game. Like you need it. Like absolutely. But say that like you find a team where James Cook can get going. I still think that you should have that slow clock control, no mistakes type offensive performance. But I'm glad that we were able to show that he can still do that. And like going to this, like what Dan Mitchell should apologize. First off, I owe no one, especially you, an apology ever. I am a Buffalo Bills fan. Okay. I am going to be a Buffalo Bills fan when Josh Allen is retired for 10 to 15 years. If, for example, he's playing bad, I am going to say that he's playing bad. And he played awful against Miami. He played awful against the Patriots. He played awful against the Atlanta Falcons. So you're damn right. I am going to criticize him. He played a great game last week on Sunday. Go ahead.
I could actually appreciate that big time because you know what I've been through the last 4 years.
Dude, listen, like, it's crazy because people think that I'm rooting against him. No, I want him to be perfect. We pay him $55 million a year.
And you know what?
Yo.
If you're a Bills fan and don't see that, and this ain't trolling, TD, this is real quarterback. If you don't see that, if you already recognize everything goes through Josh Allen, when you lose, it's probably going to be because of Josh Allen. Now, not always. There's always sometimes other factors, but he's the middle of everything, so he has to be on point. See, the problem with the Bills, you all don't allow him a Sam Darnold game. You see,
yeah.
You see what I mean? Because you know if he plays like that, you're going to lose. To me, the Seahawks still had a chance to win regardless. That's why people aren't so strong on Buffalo, because it's unfair to think that he's going to do it every single game. No quarterback does it every single game. So then when he gives you the one where he doesn't, it's like, oh my gosh, what's the problem? It's everything else except him. No, that's the way you built the team. It relies on him.
Yeah.
Period. So
for anybody saying Dan needs to apologize, you got to be waiting for a minute. Yeah, you got to be waiting for a while. You got to be waiting for a while. What about me has ever demonstrated that I would apologize? All right, come on.
For Richie, because Dan, you can't answer this. You'll be biased. Okay. Which was more impressive? The Bills beating the Bucks at home and giving up 32, or the Patriots going on the road to Tampa and only giving up 23? 28-23 versus 44-32. Which is more impressive?
Say that again. Go ahead.
Now, Dan wanted. Yeah. All right. So, Bills versus Patriots here. Okay. They both played the Bucks. You both won. Which is more impressive? Bills at home, 44-32, but you gave up 32. Or Patriots on the road, 28-23, but only gave up 23.
I mean, in terms of what's more impressive, I mean, the Josh Allen performance was just ridiculous. I mean, 6 touchdowns is impressive. What the Patriots did was complimentary, fundamental. They go on the road, win in a good, sound way. They don't win flashy. So if you're just asking me what's more impressive, I would say the Bills, just for Josh Allen having 2 brutal turnovers and then bouncing back with 6 touchdowns. But yeah,
well,
so
we're all in on one player. I guess I should have asked the question, which is more impressive from a team standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots going on the road, that was their first big test since their win against the Bills, and they executed. And Drake May made a lot of big-time throws down the field on 3rd and long. That throw to Kyle Williams down the right sideline. Both very impressive. It's hard to really answer that.
I'd probably go with the Pats one because the Buffalo Bills are a very good home team. A very, very, very good home team. What's that?
Do we play the Bucks?
Yeah, we all play the NFC South.
Yeah. You'll be playing them. I think it's like the third to last game, like one of the two. Like, don't get me wrong, man. Listen, I was pounding my chest, and I'm back on the delusion train right now, baby. Like, I see this team going on a damn run based off of what I saw, and I'm
one
thrilled.
Loss, and it's like, damn, man, no playoffs. 1 win, Super Bowl bound, baby.
It's the roller coaster of emotions. Most fans are victims of the moment, and I'm riding the moment, man. Like, so far, the season's been a lot of highs, a lot of lows, but you're damn right. I'm riding this high right now, man, and like, I need to see this Josh Allen every single week. All right. I would ideally like to stay away from the turnovers. Like, the turnovers would be cool to like get away from. And look, like I could give a shit about the MVP. Like, people are just like, oh yeah, like his interceptions might not like help him like win the MVP again. Who gives a shit? Who cares, dude? I don't care about an MVP. I don't care about that. Yeah.
No Bills fan should be worrying about an MVP, especially when he just got one. Y'all need to talk about a Super Bowl.
You'll never get two like Lamar.
Yeah. So my thing is like, so the dink and dunk Joe Brady, James Cook type offense is going to win 80% of games, right? But every now and again, you're going to go up against the team that has answers for James Cook, and you need to let the cage open and let the dog out, like with Josh Allen. If he
say that for tonight.
That's why I feel bad for y'all though, Dan, because again, that's
let the dog out if you need to sometimes. You know what I mean?
You say I need that Josh Allen every week. That's unfair. You're not gonna get it every week. That's y'all problem. Y'all want it every week because you need it every week. Start building that team to say I need Cook.
See, but the thing is, like, I always get into these arguments and stuff like that. It's just like, oh no, like we just need a better team around him. I'm like, look, like Michael Thomas is not coming off of the couch. He's not going to be wide receiver 1 for us, right? Like we're not going to be able to get, some linebacker that's been retired for 4 years to come back and fix our run defense. So like when I say like I need to see like either efficient and productive Josh Allen or nuclear Josh Allen once every other week, like those two versions of him, then I say that because that's our only option. And the whole thing about
every what?
The whole thing about bringing people in, like that's gone, dude. Like that's gone. There's no trade deadline. No free agent's going to save us right now. Like we need that man. So either play one of two ways. Number 1, superhero nuclear Josh Allen, or number 2, efficient turnover-free Josh Allen. That's all I need to see.
Well, thanks for tuning into the AFC's Roundtable.
Hey, trust me, I got a lot more to talk about tonight on the show. All right, I can assure you that. But anyway, guys, listen, there is Monday Night Football this evening. The Dallas Cowboys and the Raiders. I know, exciting. The only reason I'm watching is because I have a couple of plays on some
and I can actually watch the game now, baby. ESPN's back on YouTube TV.
It's back on YouTube TV, man. Shout out to corporate greed losing. I love it. All right, but anyway, folks, say that you sign up for Sleeper, you are getting $20 for free, like just for signing up. So you can put that together for your very first NFL parlay, or maybe you want to save it for next week. Who knows? However, you could be a big winner over on Sleeper. 1,000x returns in some cases, and they're matching 100% of your first deposit when you decide to put one down, up to $100. So do not miss out on this great promo. I would say the best promo on the market right now. Go on ahead, sign up for Sleeper, and let us know your thoughts. And then also, if you want to be able to put together some quality research on your player prop parlays, you need to go over to our good friends at RotoWire. RotoWire is the #1 player prop platform on the market today. And as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up real fast, and they have all of the picks and props ready to go for this evening. They give you the locks for overs and unders each and every single day. You will not be disappointed, man. Look at that, man. Have some locks for more or less. You have George Pickens going under 68.5. That's intriguing. Anyway, shout out to RotoWire and Sleeper for being proud partners of the show. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and welcome in Parks. What up, Parks?
What up, fellas?
What's up, man?
Brother?
TD. Really, the Bucks only scored 16. That 7 points that they got 23, that came with 35 seconds left. Dan Mitchell. You're not getting that Josh Allen every week. So don't even look for that right there. I will say this, that is the first game that people actually shut down James Cook. And I told y'all, Josh Allen is going to have to go Superman mode when they shut down James Cook.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, Dan Mitchell. They played man against you. What's going to happen when somebody shuts down James Cook and they play zone against you? Because you don't have a lot of zone beaters on your team. You got man beaters, but you don't have a lot of zone beaters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be the problem. I still believe in Josh Allen. I'm maybe I'm the majority, but I still believe in Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Something was said last week about me disappearing for 2 years. Like, we're going to address that tonight, because it seems like people have selective memory. And Lowski, I'm talking to you, and I got a challenge for you, Lowski, tonight at the AFC's Roundtable. I don't care about the Jets. I told you how we was going to beat you. I told you Justin Fields suck. I tried to tell y'all this in the offseason. I know your quarterback better than you do. I tried to tell y'all this. He sucks. Richie, I'm glad that you see the light on Drake May now. He's, he keep progressing. That's all we want. Keep progressing. But we're gonna address it tonight. Shout out to the fellas. Shout out to y'all, Patriots World, Celtics World. I'm out of here, fellas.
Let's go.
Take care, Parks.
Let's go, man.
You can say Patriots World, but Celtics World, that's in the past. Celtics World, you got your chip. You're done. Next world.
Talk to me about that. We have habitual line stepper. His team's now at 500. He's feeling pretty good. What
How
up,
you
man?
feeling this Sunday, habitual? Tyrod's coming, baby. Don't sleep on us.
Yeah, we not sleeping. Don't worry. Y'all gonna be Lamar not playing. Y'all gonna be playing E-Tone. You know, he gonna be eating up. You know, y'all gonna be playing E-Tone this weekend. Nah, it's a reference to his power character, bro.
Oh Lord. Ego now, huh?
Yeah, his alter ego, whatever you want to call it. But good game by the Bills this weekend. I am actually shocked that the Chiefs dropped that game. I really thought they was going to win this game and start going on the run. Now, y'all got me convinced. They might not make it. If they can't beat the Colts, they in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They are real big trouble. But what y'all fellas is thinking about that other division, what I said last week about them Texans, you think they gonna close the gap or you think they gonna fold up? It all depends if what CJ Stroud come back. If he come back how he's playing these last few games and he don't come back timid, like he got concussed again, they should make a run. I'm worried about it though, because they beat us head to head. But let me know your thoughts, fellas.
Thank you,
Damn, dude. Shout out. Hey, you know what? Like, he actually dropped some knowledge right there. We didn't even get to the Kansas City Chiefs and Denver Broncos game on today's episode. Don't worry. We will be talking about that tomorrow ad nauseum, because that is a big storyline. Is Kansas City potentially dead this year? Are they potentially dead? 500? Who knows? I've seen crazier comebacks.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to say, and also, how about them Chicago Bears? Woo! All right. How about them, damn? Dude,
where that kid 9?
Yo, dude, let me tell you something real fast. Let me double check something. Chicago Bears, your first place Chicago Bears right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Your first place Chicago Bears. Oh, God, I got receipts, man. I have some burner accounts to dunk on after this episode, baby, for saying that the Bears could win the division. Damn, man, I love it. Richie, what do you got to say to the audience?
Running victory laps prematurely.
I'm running, baby. All right, Richie, what do you got to say to the audience before we send them off, dude? What do you got?
Man, I'm excited for tonight's episode of the AFC East Roundtable. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's all scheduled and ready to go over there on the channel. So if you guys want to go check us out tonight around 6 p.m. EST, make sure you do so. If TD is on time, we'll be on time, starting on time. But that's definitely not a thing. Yep, TD's already gone. But no, man, catch us on the AFC East Roundtable tonight. We'll see you guys there. And a lot to get into, man. The Jets are the only team that will not be wearing the victory shades, unfortunately.
Damn, what do you got, TD? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great. Great episode. We got a lot more to talk about tomorrow, so we'll get into it. But yeah, check us out tonight, AFC's Roundtable. Let's have a good time, because you know what? We actually, as an entire division, we can celebrate Victory Monday, man. See, when the Jets don't play, everybody wins. You know, so that's how that works, ladies and gentlemen. So
we played this week. We just happened to play on Thursday, bro.
We'll see y'all tonight, AFC East Roundtable. We love you all. See you soon.
Thank you so much, folks. We'll see you this evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Deuces.
And thanks for the super chats to Tony and Jersey Jet and TD and Anthony. We appreciate you guys. We really, really do. Anthony said, would Sam Darnold have the same success if the Vikings kept him? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
TD sounds like 2 in the ears, but he is a Sanders seer.
Sanders seer. Really not. Bro.
TD's a Sanders seer. Oh, that's good. TD's a Sanders seer. Oh, man. 12 of the catches hit them right in the hands. Wide open. Hit him in the hands. It's not like there was tight coverage or anything, but hit him in the hands. Dropped him. Didn't he have a chance to win on the last play?
Who was that?
Probably Shadur. I don't know. Sam?
Sammy D?
I don't know who he's talking about. Smoke Bob. And then we're getting out of here, Dan. Smoke him on our way out. Arr! Oh, poor Bob, bro. All right. That was a big one. Later, boys. We appreciate y'all.